Across a vast ocean, two European titans locked horns. Great Britain and France, driven by ambition and rivalry, clashed in a furious struggle for dominance. Their battleground, the untamed wilderness of North America, the prized control of the continent's lucrative fur trade and vast resources. From the icy forests of Canada to the sun-drenched Caribbean, the conflict raged, drawing Native American tribes into its vortex. The stakes were incredibly high. For France, the New World represented an opportunity to establish a vast colonial empire. Great Britain saw North America as an extension of its growing global empire. The simmering tensions between these two European powers finally erupted in the Ohio Valley. The Ohio Valley became a cauldron of violence, a battleground where empires clashed. In 1754, a young Virginian named George Washington, leading a small contingent of colonial militia, faced a superior French force at Fort Necessity. The ensuing battle, though a defeat for Washington, ignited the flames of war. News of the skirmish reverberated across the Atlantic, prompting both Britain and France to dispatch regular troops to North America. The early years of the war favored the French. Their Native American allies, masters of guerrilla warfare, proved formidable adversaries. British troops struggled to adapt to this new style of warfare. French victories at Fort Duquesne and Fort William Henry sent shockwaves through the British colonies. Yet despite these early setbacks, the British possessed key advantages. The year 1759 marked a turning point in the war. British forces under General James Wolfe captured the seemingly impregnable French fortress at Quebec. This stunning victory, achieved after a daring nighttime assault on the Plains of Abraham, shattered French control of Canada. The fall of Quebec shifted the balance of power decisively in Britain's favor. Meanwhile, in Europe, the 7 Years' War raged on. British forces, allied with Prussia, battled French and Austrian armies across a vast theater of war. The conflict drained French resources, diverting men and money from the fight in North America. In 1760, Montreal, the last major French stronghold in Canada, fell to a British force under Geoffrey Amherst. With the surrender of Montreal, French power in North America effectively came to an end. Throughout the war, Native American tribes played a pivotal role, forming alliances with both sides. The Iroquois Confederacy sided with the British, providing crucial military support and intelligence. The French enjoyed the allegiance of many Algonquin-speaking tribes who saw the British as a greater threat. These alliances were often fluid and complex, shifting with the fortunes of war. Native American leaders sought to protect their people's interests in a rapidly changing world. The war's end brought little peace or stability to Native American communities. In 1763, the Treaty of Paris formally ended the French and Indian War. The treaty, a resounding victory for Great Britain, redrew the map of North America. France ceded Canada and all its territories east of the Mississippi River to Britain. Spain, which had entered the war on the side of France, ceded Florida to Britain but received Louisiana as compensation. Great Britain emerged from the war as the dominant power in North America, but the victory came at a steep price. The war had drained the British treasury, leaving the government deeply in debt. To recoup these costs, the British Parliament imposed a series of taxes on the American colonies, sparking outrage and resentment. The treaty marked the end of an era, signaling the decline of French influence in North America. The French and Indian War, though a British victory, contained the seeds of a future conflict, the American Revolution. The war had profoundly altered the relationship between Great Britain and its American colonies. The colonists, having fought alongside British troops, developed a sense of their own identity and capabilities. They resented the taxes levied upon them by a distant parliament in which they had no representation. The British government, eager to avoid further conflicts with Native Americans, issued the Royal Proclamation of 1763, forbidding colonists from settling west of the Appalachian Mountains. This proclamation, intended to appease Native Americans, infuriated colonists eager for land and opportunity. The French and Indian War had ignited a firestorm of resentment and discontent in the American colonies. The American Revolution, a direct outgrowth of the French and Indian War, would forever alter the course of history.